Today on episode 697 of The Grid, it is Blind Photo Critique Day. We've asked our viewers to send in 3 of their very best images for an honest critique. It's called a blind technique because we're not going to mention their names, and that way we can tell the truth without hurting anybody's feelings. Don't worry, Mr. Kuna is here. He's Skyping in from out west. He's still in the middle of his gallivantation, but he's going to take a break from being at Disney World and Universal Studios. Disneyland and Universal Studios, California, to take a break and jump on the grid today. So that's good. Got a little bit of news and stuff, and until then, we've got some cool giveaways for some folks who are watching the show live today. It's going to be a fine day on the grid. Not just a fine day, but a fine day on the grid. And it all starts in just 13.6 seconds. Let's go!
The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hey everybody, welcome. We're a little late today because we're just not very good. Anyway, glad to have you here. And today is Blind Photo Critique Day, as I mentioned. When we ask people to submit 3 images, we let them choose any 3 images they want, but we have a link there that says, if you're not ready for a critique, maybe you should click this link. So we talk about the whole process. And there are some people who submit images and then they get upset because they didn't really want to critique. They just wanted us to tell them their pictures are awesome. And sometimes that doesn't happen. And today that will be the case as well. We have a grab bag, wild mix of stuff, some good stuff, some stuff that's not so good. Some stuff that we can, hopefully help the photographer, fix. But anyway, that's what we got going on today. Now, I don't know what the status of Mr. Kuna is. He's out, gallivantating. So I'm waiting to see if we catch him. I'm going to put my headphones on just in case he pops in. So let me go do that real quick.
We don't have him yet.
And so, no Kuna yet?
Not yet. No,
okay, not yet. That's okay. I can still wear headphones because I look like a podcaster. And it is a podcast. So, well, there you go. Okay, so I've mentioned on the show that I had a workshop coming up in Belgium, and it is now sold out. But here's why I'm telling you this. All right, my next workshop is in Florence, Italy. It's sold out. That's all I have for workshops for the rest of this year. Next year, I'm going to be doing workshops with Mimo Madani and with Erik Kuna as well. We have 3 or 4 cities already planned out. It doesn't seem like I ever get to the point where I'm allowed to tell the public, hey, there's a ticket, go get it. It's always people that are on my early list or have been to one of my other workshops. The reason I'm telling you this is, if you want a chance to go to one of our workshops next year, the only way you're going to have a shot at a ticket is to go to my website, ScottKelbyWorkshops.com, scroll to the very bottom, and there's a place where you can get on my advanced newsletter. 4 people from that list bought tickets to Belgium. So I had 4 spots left, and they heard about it, and they got to grab that spot. So all the way at the bottom, there it is. So if you want a chance to go in, this is pretty much your only chance. So jump on that thing, and then you get advance notice. You'll know, before it ever gets to the public. And then, of course, in this time, neither one of these workshops got announced publicly because they were taken up by people on that workshop I'm trying to get you on. I don't send you anything else during the year. I don't spam you. I don't send you stuff. My only thing is, here's your advance notice. This is the date. Get it now. So you're going to get first shot. Let me tell you what we're talking about for next year. These are not solid. These are the ones we're considering. Copenhagen, Denmark. I think that would be a really, really fun one. You're right across the bridge from Malmo, Sweden, which is great. So it would be Denmark and Sweden. A lot of Denmark, a little bit of Sweden. So that's one. Number 2, Singapore. So almost did Singapore this year, but after doing Vietnam, and thought it was like, you know what, I need to get ready for another long air flight. So Singapore is looking good. Mr. Kuna and I are talking about an incredible place for a workshop, and we got all kinds of ins, and we got all kinds of stuff we can get done there. Special secret stuff. Chicago here in the U.S., one of the most photogenic cities in the U.S. Now, for the 3rd year in a row, this will be 4th year next year, we're planning Dubai. We have no idea if it's really going to come off. It would be later in the year. It would be November of 2027. But of course, with the war that won't quit going on, we've had to like stop it 3 times, right? So no one buys a ticket to a place that's getting bombed. So kind of like that. Anyway, hopefully, I would love to. Dubai would be an amazing workshop. It would be Dubai and Abu Dhabi, which are right down the road from each other. And I'm telling you what, I've been there a number of times. Incredible. Amazing place for a workshop. We just got to get there when it's safe. All right, so that's what's up. Let me see what else. Oh, also, I am speaking at the Big Thinkers Conference, and that website is bigthinkers.com, I believe. And that is in September. It is a business conference, and I'm speaking on how to present like a pro. And it's very different stuff than you'll read on the internet or hear on the internet. It's stuff that I've learned being in front of audiences from 14 to 14,000 since I don't know when, since the 1990s. And there's stuff in there that you're not going to learn anywhere else. Anyway, they saw me do this presentation out in Los Angeles, and they asked me to come and speak at their event. So it's thebigthinkers.com or just bigthinkers.com. I think it's thebigthinkers.com. It's going to be held over in the Disney World area. It's in Disney Springs area. Let's see what else it's got. Lightroom got a bunch of new stuff last week. If you haven't gone and updated your Lightroom, make sure you go and do it. One of the biggest features that people had lots of questions and were very interested in, it actually finds duplicates in your catalog. It goes and finds duplicates, not by files that have the same name. That's kind of useless because you could have 10 files that your camera has assigned the same name to over 20 years or whatever. It looks at the actual pixels in the photo and makes sure that they're identical before it says you have duplicates. It shows you what the duplicates are, and you can choose to keep the original, get rid of the duplicates, whatever you want. But that's just one feature. There was actually quite a few features that were pretty good. Giveaways. What are we giving away today? We are giving away a Platypod grip. This basically holds your iPhone. And you can hold it, you can put it on a tripod, you can mount it on a Platypod. It's got an Arca Swiss mount on it. This thing is terrific. I have one myself. They are honestly terrific, and the price compared to everybody else's price on these out there is really, really good. Their price is actually excellent. Listen to this. My iPhone photography book in print, the printed version that you see here, just hit the warehouses at Rocky Nook. It'll be about a month before, for whatever reason, before Amazon gets it. So if you want to go and get it, that's the wrong book. Don't look at that book. That's this book. Yes, this one is available right now. You can either get it for a Kindle version or, wait a minute. This is not the place where it comes from. Do you see how it says this title will be released on July 21st? That's from Amazon. You would have to go to RockyNook.com. So that's my publisher, Rocky Nook. They have them in stock in their warehouse. This is all updated for the latest iPhone. It's all the latest stuff. It's all the latest stuff in Lightroom and in the Photos app and in the Camera app, and it's all that kind of stuff. And what this book is, if you don't have a copy of it yet, by the way, just as a side note, it's my best-selling book for the last 5 years straight. So the book was 5 years old and it was still selling. This is the brand new one, available literally today, all updated, lots of new stuff, lots of better photos. I've been taking better photos with my phone. I want to teach you how to take incredible photos, photos that you would not realize were taken with an iPhone. So that's right here. Go to RockyNook.com. There it is, over at Rocky Nook. We're giving away a print copy, an actual printed copy today. So go buy it over at the iPhone Photography. You can get both the print book and the ebook as a bundle, or just the print book for $10 less, or just the ebook for, I think, a little even less than that. So the price that you saw on screen was for both an ebook copy and the print copy. So it's cheaper. I think it's $29. What's this thing sell for? I don't get to choose the price. Yeah, it's $29.95. So now you can wait till, if you've ordered on Amazon, you can certainly wait. But anyway, it's here now. Now, I've stalled as long as I possibly can. There's other prizes. There's the iPhone book. There's Mr. Kuna's night photography book. People love this book. Go and grab it. Look at 42 reviews. People love it. Go get it. or win one today on the show. What? And then we're going to give away a copy of On One No Noise AI. And in fact, later today, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on using that you'll see on our YouTube page here shortly. So I love On One No Noise, and I do a whole workflow with it, which I'm going to go into today. All that being said, how do you enter? Well, it was on screen a minute ago, and then it went away. Hold on, we're waiting. Go to KelbyOne.ai/contest. So go to KelbyOne.ai/contest to enter, and someone's going to win all these today during the show. KelbyOne.ai/contest. And then you're in. That's it. You're in and you're good to go. All right. You ready to start looking at some images? I sure am. And we'll hopefully Mr. Kuna at some point will pop in. All right, let's look at these first ones. Here we go. All right, I think there's some stuff here. This one here, I like the concept a lot. Now, I don't know if it's body paint or they're wearing bodysuits. I think they're wearing bodysuits because I'm looking at her left hand, and rather than body paint, I believe these are bodysuits. Because you can see the wrinkles, and I don't think the wrinkles are in her skin. It extends all the way to her fingers, and then it stops. I don't think so. However, his face is very bright. It's actually way too bright. So what I would do in Lightroom is I would go and get the masking tool. I would get the brush. I would pull back actually, let's do this. Forget that. I got a better idea. Click this and go select people. Now, it's going to find two people, her and him. Click on him. Then you can say, just give me the facial skin, right? Now, if I choose body skin, is it going to choose? That's going to be his neck. I think his neck is okay. It's his face that's too bright. Now, you can see that it missed a little, like the mask. If I click create, like it missed a little. Let's zoom in. Right? Now, it does usually a really good job, but not today. How are we going to fix this? Go over here to add, which means I need to add to that red area, that masked area. I need to add to that. Click on add, go get the brush, and just paint in the areas that it missed. It happens. It doesn't always happen, but it did today. And there we go. That's close enough. And you can, while you're here, let's just do his chin. What the heck? All right. Or his neck. Now, all you need to do to fix this photo is to go to the highlights and pull it back until he has, about, I might have gone too far. Yeah, you want it to be bright, but you don't want it to be blown out. So I think something in there, and let me just show you a before and after. See how bright his face was? It was really bright, and hopefully that should do it. Now, on my screen, his skin looks good. In fact, you could almost even go up a little bit with it. Let's go to mask number 1 and just go. I don't have to pull it back quite that far. But anyway, that's all I would do there. I like the shot. I like the concept. I like the way she's looking away and all. I think this is a pretty cool, all the way around, pretty cool shot. Little easy fix. This one looks very nice. It just looks nice all the way around. You've picked good areas to crop. I like all the colors. I like the way it works together. Everything looks pretty good here. Your post-processing look good here. Oh, hey, I'll tell you in 1 second. All right, this last one, I'm not digging it. So she's wearing a cool outfit, but this has a real old-fashioned look to it. Like the background that you chose, it's just the whole thing. The lighting looks kind of too flat, and if you look at her eyes, let me move up a little. Your placement of the lights looks weird. You got 2, and I think you should have used just 1. 1 off to the side, because the fill light, I think this could have been a lot darker over here, and it would give it more depth and dimension. But this has a old school look to it that the other 2s don't have. This looks very modern. This looks very modern. This looks like you dug this one up out of your shoebox. So I think lighting-wise, go back. Background-wise, go back, and I would redo that shot. The other two, I think, are pretty on the money. And this one's kind of, it doesn't even look like the same photographer. Like, look at this. I'm a cool photographer. I'm a hip photographer. I'm grandpa. I don't know. Grandma. I don't know. It's not happening. So that's my take on that. Hey, by the way, I gave you the wrong prize submission site. As they tell me in big letters. Why do we make mistakes like that? Here's why. We're not very good. It is kel.by/grid prize. So it's kel.by/grid prize. Now, I will say this. Today, Jason is on vacation. He's out somewhere doing Jason stuff, which means he'll probably be arrested. However, Juan is directing the show. So he's in the control room. Juan, this is his first time doing it, right? Because Juan does amazing job editing. His editing skills are just incredible. He's an incredible editor. He's a great cameraman. But it's usually Jason, switching the show. Jason's not here. Juan is doing an absolutely perfect job. Everybody else, I don't want to mention any names, Dobson, is not. And I would never throw that person under the bus, Dobson. Because that just wouldn't be right, Dobson. Let's move on. Dobson. Anyway, Dobson wrote on the screen, Dobson's fault. So to get your prize, go to kel.by/grid prize. That's where you enter. Grid prize. Dobson. All right. Let's go and look at another one. All right. Let's see. We got some travel shots here. There's Paris. It's not Paris. It's Tokyo. That's Tokyo right there. It's got a nice long exposure thing going on. Singapore. Speaking of Singapore. And looks like someplace also in Japan. That's a gate. You know what? So look at with that. No, that's okay. This thing so desperately needs a long exposure. This would be gorgeous with a long exposure in that water. Make that water silky and smooth. Now there is maybe a little bit of a long exposure. So here's what you can do. Let's just give me a second and just try this. I don't know how this is going to work. So we're in Photoshop now. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We select everything from here down. Then we put it up on its own layer and leave it selected. Leave a selection around it. And then we're going to go blur, motion blur. There's your long exposure right there. Right there. I think I would switch it this way to the angle's 0. No, it looked much better up and down. Yeah. All right, that looks gorgeous. Then what you have to do is you have to get the rest of the gate back up top. So here's what you could do. Go to the original layer and say select subject. Well, I'm hoping this works. Select subject. All right, it got the rest of the gate. Press Command J if you're on a Mac or Control J, so you just have the gate. Then you have the blurry water, and you in the layers palette, you move the gate on top, and now the gate is perfect. Oh, that looks pretty good. Now you got to get rid of this stick over here, that stick over there, and stuff. But that could be a really nice shot. So anyway, So I like it. I like that shot. I tried to get out to that gate, and Erik and I did not have any luck. It was just sad and horrible. All right. The other shots, it's nice. It's okay. It's nice long exposure. Why didn't you do that long exposure on the water? You obviously had an ND filter. Look at the sky. Look at the trails from the cars. You had it. And you shot at Blue Hour. A lot of good things there. And the third one, this is my least favorite of the three. You do have very nice reflection. I'm going to think that reflection was faked. It is possible that it's real, but I'm going to think that it is so glassy in the harbor that I'm going to think it was done in Photoshop, and that's fine. In that case, Good job. Good job. I would just add a little motion blur to the bottom so it doesn't look so obvious. So let me show you what I mean. So now you're going to do the opposite. You're going to select the bottom and you're going to put a little bit of motion blur. Blur, motion blur, but just a little bit. So there's clear. You just want it to look like it's not so obvious. Like it would probably more look like that. Little bit of blur on the reflection. And then generally too, I darken the reflection. So you can use whatever tool that you're comfortable with, levels, curves, whatever. And I darken the reflection a little bit. Right? Something like that. But overall, nice shots. I mean, overall, they're pretty good. All of them, pretty good. But it's that little stuff, right? The little stuff makes a big difference. So, hey, has anybody heard from Erik Kuna? Let's do this. Let's take a short break. When we come back, one of two things could happen. Erik Kuna or no Erik Kuna. Let's hope for the Kuna. We'll be right back.
Think about the photos that mean the most to you. They're the ones of the people you care about. Let's make those photos come alive. Join world-class instructors who will walk you through exactly what they do on real shoots. Whether you shoot families, fashion, travel, or street photography, this online conference will make your photos better. Stop guessing and start creating portraits that make people say, wow.
I'm Rick Salmon, and I'm really excited to tell you about my latest KelbyOne class. I've teamed with Chicago-based meteorologist Mike Kaplan. Why, Mike? Because great photography isn't about perfect weather. It's about understanding the weather. Mike, known by his co-workers as the Professor for his dedication to weather and science, and I kick things off by showing you why weather matters. Then we teach you how to read the sky, so you can anticipate those dramatic moments, from rainbows to auroras, before they happen. And together, Mike and I show you how to use weather conditions to create stronger and more compelling images. You'll learn how to work with fog, storms, and clouds. We also cover gear and accessories that help you capture those epic shots. And finally, we show you how to enhance your images in Photoshop and Lightroom, bringing your vision to life. So my friends, I really hope you can join us for this awesome class only on KelbyOne.
I've been adding the Photoshop magic to movie posters and images for ad campaigns for about 35 years. I'm excited to have a class on compositing. We're going to talk about layer structure, what goes on top and what goes on bottom of your layer stack so that everything makes sense. We're going to talk about masking, lighting, adding shadows, color correction. We're going to talk about depth of field, how you control that and how you use that to focus the eye. And then finally, we're going to talk a little bit about color grading and how you pull it all together with a little bit of a texture on top. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to have a chance to share this with you. Come see my class at KelbyOne.com.
Hey, we are back. I have just learned on the break that Mr. Kuna will not be able to join us. We have a technical problem on our end. You know why we have a technical problem? Because we're just not very good. Anyway, that's where we're at. We can't get Kuna in, so no Kuna today. So Kuna is having to watch from the safety of Kuna's RV somewhere in California. Okay, moving on. Let's look at some more images. Here we go. All right. Okay. So this one looks like intentional camera movement. I'm not a fan of this one. I don't know. Just don't like it. And I've seen intentional camera movement that I love. This, I'm just not digging this one. However, this is very nicely done. The Parliament House in Budapest, right there on the Danube River. Very nicely done. Clean. The only thing I would say is you've got 1, 2, 3 construction cranes in the shot. I don't see any reason to leave construction cranes. They're not permanent, and they're just like, there's one here, one here, one here. It's also nice. Yeah, I would get rid of that for sure. Those are not adding to the picture. All right, and this last one, I think this is, I could be wrong, the Petrona Towers in Kuala Lumpur. Anyway, I love this. I like the way it's processed. I like the little beams of light and the black and white, and I think it's pretty darn cool. I just think it's a cool looking image. Now, forgive me for this because it's such a nice image, but it looks a little crooked. It looks a little crooked to me. I don't know. Oh, Kuna is in the chat. I do hear Kuna's in the chat, so we won't get to hear Kuna, but he's very chatty. So, hi, Mr. K. All righty. So that's anyway. Those are pretty good. I mean, I'm not a fan of this one, but I really do like the other two. Very nice, solid shots. Very well done. All right, let's see what we got next. Well, I mean, here's 3 more travel shots. That's nice. Ooh, I like that. That's the, I want to say the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles. That's nice. And, ooh, I like this one. Oh, I like this one a lot. I don't know where it's at. So if you happen to be watching live, if you throw in the chat where that's at, or if you just recognize it, you weren't, it's not your photo, but, oh, I like that a lot. Look at that nice long exposure in the water. Ooh, that looks good. See, this is the long exposure I wanted on that shot of the gate there. That's nice. That's very nice. Woo, nice post processing. I like pretty much everything. I think this is a hot shot. That's fantastic. This one's good. This one is nice. It's nice. You know, it's nice. They're all good. Very good. We've seen that one. Let me move on. Sorry about that. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Looks like a auctioneer. Ooh, I like that. Woo, I like that. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I love this one. I love the minimalism of it. I love how your eye is drawn to it, like it just kind of goes off. There's lots of negative space. So the negative space just means all the area around it. I think this is very creatively done, very nicely processed. It is hard to make a good shot of a dead tree, and this photographer absolutely nailed it. Terrific shot just all the way around. What makes a great silhouette is the silhouette is very clear instantly what it is, and this is very clear and instant. But I love all the minimalism that there's just so little else to detract you from that. It's beautifully done. This one also, I love the sky. I love the color, and that's instantly recognizable silhouettes. Very, very nice. So this, I don't want to be too critical because I don't think this was lit in the studio. I don't think this was a studio shot. All I would do is I would want to see this side of the face darker. Now, let's go try something. I don't know if it's going to work. This is sketchy, but I'm going to say, let's go to Generative Fill and say, make this look, make the lighting look more like Rembrandt lighting. Didn't spell Rembrandt right, I don't think. There's a D in there, right? I don't think it's there. Oh, well, here we go. It'll figure it out. Hey, you can write prompts in 100 languages. I'm sure it knows I can't spell. My spelling is sus. All right. Let's just see what it does. It might do a good job. It might be trash. It might put an arm there. You never know what it's going to do. Oh, I chose fill and expand. Yep. It decided to put somebody else there altogether. That's on me. That is on me. I chose the wrong thing. Oh, let's just throw that in the trash. All right, let's do this. That was wrong. Let's go, and here's what we're going to do. I chose the wrong method. Let's select this side of his face. Then let's go to Generative Fill, and do not choose what I just chose. Choose Firefly 5. Right there. Edit while preserving detail. Oh boy, that was funny. Okay, now we'll write add Rembrandt lighting. And let's just see if this works, and if not, we'll just move on. But it could, because there should be a lot of shadows on this side of his face. But I mean, I don't know if you shot it in the studio or not. I don't know if you shot it in the studio. I'm thinking you probably shot it on location, but the black background makes me wonder. He could be an auctioneer nonetheless. Let's see what happens. If it sticks another woman at a laptop there, I'm not going to be happy. Let's, wow, that's going really fast. I don't know what's happening here. Let's see. I'm sorry, did I say make him the Phantom of the Opera? Is that what I wrote? Was anybody? No? No? All right, now you're going to have to do it old school. So old school would be this. Go to Camera Raw. Select his face. Wait till his picture comes up. Select facial skin. And then once you have his facial skin selected, you're going to go subtract a linear gradient, because I don't want that side of his face selected. But I want a smooth gradation between that side, something like that. So the only area that's going to be affected is what you see in red. And then you would go and lower the exposure a little bit more over there, and maybe lower the highlights a little, just to get some shadows in there. And once it's in there, you could adjust it maybe more like that. That's starting to look better. Something in there, I think, it's not great, but it's better than it was. It just adds depth and dimension to his face that seemed to be missing. Outside of that, rest looks good. All right, so overall, one little tweak there, but the other stuff's good. Let's go back and see if I can find that other stuff. That's terrific. That's terrific. A little bit of tweaking, I think you got a good one there. All right. Okay, so the author who will remain nameless says that was shot on location. Oh, in that case, then all is forgiven. But I would still add that little bit of shadow over there. But it's pretty good that you shot it on location. So well done. So good job all the way around. You know who you are, because you just put it in the comments. But good job. All right, let me see what we got next. Oh, it's break time. It's time for a break. I always wanted to take a break around here, and Dobson wants to smoke a cigarette. Oh, one more thing before we go. Let me just show you in Photoshop over here. I didn't get to show you this, but right here. And we'll be, I don't know if you heard that yelling off set. That was Dobson. It's his fault that you heard yelling just now. Stick around. We'll be right back with more edits.
I'm Jefferson Graham, inviting you to watch my latest class for KelbyOne, The Photographer's Guide to Photographing what else but Las Vegas, one of the most incredibly photogenic cities in the world. As you know, there's nothing like it. with casinos pulling out all the stops to get you inside. We've got shots on the ground, middle floor, and all the way at the top without using a drone. I'm going to show you my favorite desert spot to see the sand like it used to look back in the 1940s, looking down at the strip. We'll do night shots, we'll do morning shots, we'll do all sorts of shots, and you'll get the skinny on how to best photograph Las Vegas before you come. Photographer's Guide to Las Vegas. KelbyOne, I'm Jefferson Graham. Tune in.
I'm really excited to tell you about my latest KelbyOne class, the AI Mindset. Now, in this class, I introduce you to the exciting world of AI imaging for photographers. I cover how you can easily transform your snapshots into a more artistic image. I'll also show you how to create AI videos, like the short video I created from a still photo I took in Death Valley. AI is just the newest tool I am using to express my creative vision. It's a tool I think you'll enjoy using too. This class is not about buttons and menus. It's about how to think about AI and how you can express your creative vision. You will see that with AI, you are many things: an artist, an art director, a graphic artist, a storyteller, and much more. Here I created an image that illustrates that we are just on the tip of the AI iceberg. So I really hope you can join me for my latest class only on KelbyOne.com.
Think about the photos that mean the most to you. They're the ones of the people you care about. Let's make those photos come alive. Join world-class instructors who will walk you through exactly what they do on real shoots. Whether you shoot families, fashion, travel, or street photography, this online conference will make your photos better. Stop guessing and start creating portraits that make people say, wow.
Okay, we are back, and Kuna's in the chat. Kuna's in the chat. He's chatty in the chat. All right, let's take a look what we got here. Got some automotive shots here. There we go. All right, I like detail stuff. I'm not crazy about seeing somebody's jeans in the background. So if it were me, and it is, here's what I would do. I would go to crop tool, I'd hit the letter X, and I would recrop this. That's a little too tight. Let me back up. We're going to have to take the little lock off, all right? And it's going to have to be a little bigger. I think this one has to go square, is what I'm thinking, 1-to-1. But you're going to lose the MG badge, and you're not going to know what it is. All right, so plan B is to just simply, let's reset this thing, is to just get rid of the jeans. Just go to the eraser tool, make sure you use generative AI is on, and just get rid of this dumb thing. I'm not crazy about the overall composition on this one anyway. I think you needed a little more hood, but, and we'll hit remove. Give it a second. Hopefully it won't put a woman sitting there with her laptop or Phantom of the Opera. Oh, that didn't do great, did it? But we have 3 variations to choose from. That one, that's better. I'm going to go with number 2. I would actually probably regenerate again one more time. Or you could just go to Photoshop, get the rubber stamp tool. That's the clone tool. It clones. So I would clone this part of the car right here. Hold the Option key and say I want this, and click, and then just go a little further down. and you're done. Whoops, one more click, and you're done. So that's easy enough to fix. But let me show you, just for fun, what it would look like had you composed this better. Something like that, and then just go choose Generative Expand. We wait 12 seconds. We wait 12 seconds and see what happens. Oh, Phil's got a really good idea. He said Dobson's Fault. That's the new T-shirt for KelbyOne. Dobson's Fault. Bonus points if the font is papyrus. Phil, high five. Hey, see how much better that looks when the crop is better? So here's where it was. That's all it needed. Get rid of the jeans, a little better crop, and you're okay. Now, you do have a car in the reflection. It's not the worst thing in the world. I would probably get rid of the red. If you get rid of the red, then you wouldn't notice it so much. So you could just go in here and get rid of the red. Just go to the Lightroom or whatever you want and go to desaturate and just take out the color. Then you wouldn't notice it so much. See? Boom. And anyway, that's where I think I would be, somewhere in there. All right. So that one's not bad. Maybe it's, oops. Oh, is it Dobson's Fault? That's terrible. I feel. All right. So this one, I think, it just kind of looks like an ugly tire. I think your shot is up here. I think there's a better shot inside of what you did. Let's go to... I'm thinking, whoa. I'm trying to grab the bottom of the crop, but it's just not going to let me do it. Stupid crop tool. I don't know. We'll try a ratio just so I can get to the handle. I'm thinking something in here would make for an interesting shot. Something like that. Now, that's not the greatest crop, but you know what I'm saying? It's like that thing was all about the tire, but it has an interesting rear view mirror, interesting lights. I think there's a better shot in there, and then you throw a little vignette in there to kind of take the heat off the edges. And I don't know what you want to do with the reflection of the trees here, but I mean, I think that would get you in the ballpark on that one. The third one is terrific. I love this one. Love it, love it, love it. I think that's really, really, really well done. It's interesting. We know what it is. I think that's a hot shot right there. So a little bit of cropping, a little bit of Photoshop stuff, and you're good. But don't touch this last one because it's really, really good. Alrighty, we got some shout outs. Stu, baby, all the way from Long Island. He's on the island today, Stu. Hey, Stu. Anne's here from California. Claudia's here from Toronto, Canada. Amy's here from a sunny Maryland. Dale is here from Indianola, Iowa. Indianola? I think it's Indianola. All right. Lori's here from Newfoundland. Cindy's here from Cindy's here from Salmon, Ohio, which is a town named after Rick Salmon, as all towns are. Mary's saying hi from Reno. James is here from Glenpool, Oklahoma. Nina's saying greetings from a sunny Pennsylvania. Larry H., Nebraska's in the house. James says it's a fine, fine day in Victoria, Texas. And Dobson is in the penalty box, apparently. That says that on my screen. So that's where Dobson belongs today. Juan, though, doing a super job in the control room, covering for Jason. You know, Juan, he's a utility player. Guy can do anything. Dobson, let's just move on. Let's take a look at these. These look nice. Ooh, I like that one. All right, this one is my favorite because it's so simple and clean. Look at the nice rocks in the foreground. Then you've got that beautiful color of the yellows and the greens that lead you to. This is artistically a very pretty just shot. A beautiful long exposure on the... Sorry. Dobson just posted a video that he should put in the chat, by the way. Yes, Dobson, go put that in the chat. You have to. It's hard to concentrate. Okay. So anyway, I think this is gorgeous. I think of the three, this is beautifully done. The lighting looks good. Your post-processing looks good. Everything looks good. I love this shot. This one's nice. You got a good foreground in front of you. I think the foreground's a little bright, and I don't know if all of the, like this branch, I would probably take the time to remove. You can leave the other ones up here. I'd get rid of that, and I would darken this area right in here. I know you're trying to highlight this little bit of water that's coming through, but I think anyone's going to look at this as a waterfall shot. And the third one is nice too, but I really think that's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to do one more, and we're going to take a break. They're hounding me. All right, let's take a look. Okay, these are pretty good. This is a pretty reasonable outdoor portrait. I think I would probably kind of get rid of some of those flyaway hairs on the very top because it's a little distracting. But outdoor portrait looks pretty good. I would want to know if I could push a little yellow in here. Does he look blue? I don't know. Let's see. I would push a little bit of yellow and a little bit of magenta in there. Something like that. And let's see. Did he look a little bluish? I think he looked a hair bluish. And I think even if he didn't look really blue, it's just a tinge of blue. It's not a lot. We've seen him be way off, but I think people generally look better warmer. And I think if you got rid of those little flyaway hairs, let's do that. Let's get the remove tool in Lightroom or in Camera Raw, whichever you want. And we'll get rid of these just little flyaways here. And maybe these guys over here. I think that's probably all. Let's hit remove. Give it a few secs. Could be good. Could be a disaster. I doubt it'll be a disaster. But let's go see. Yeah, that's better. That's pretty good. Look over here with the wispy stuff, and then over here it's gone. So I'm pretty good with that. So anyway, still a good shot. Just a good shot. Okay, this one I like quite a bit. You're down low. I like this one. I like it's an interesting look into that lizard's world. And this one is just a back tire away from being a good shot. In reality, number one, cute, adorable little girl. And very nicely done as far as the background's out of focus. She got great. But there needs to be another wheel over here. It's just, that's the first thing that hit me. And that should not be the first thing that hits you when you look at a portrait of an adorable little girl. So how would we fix this? I think, I can't open it in Camera Raw. Come on. Let's just open it with Photoshop, and then we'll try something there. All right, and then we'll try to go, all right, here's what I would do. Get the wheel. So there's a tool that gets wheels. It's called the heck is it called? The Object Selection Tool. Over here in Photoshop. The Object Selection Tool. It's magic. It's like the Object tool in Lightroom. And just draw a rectangle around that wheel. So now you've got the wheel. Put the wheel on its own layer. Move it over this side. Somewhere where you think the wheel would be. Now, it would be a little smaller, right, because it's further away. Let me make it just a little smaller, just a little. And then you've got to select this whole part of this. Use the Object Select tool and see if it'll let you just select, like, the back of this. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why it's not letting me do it. You got to be on the background layer. All right, so it selected that. Now, here's what we're going to do. Hear me out. We're going back to the wheel. We're going to make the wheel visible, and then we're going to hit delete, and it's going to cut out the area we selected from the background here. So if it works, let's see. Yeah, it did it. I think that wheel looks too big, though. Doesn't that wheel look too big? All right, so let's undo that real quick. because you're going to have to make the wheel smaller now. I'm going to go to like that right there. That seems like it's a lot smaller, but let's go back and let's see if it'll let me reselect. Nope, I have to use the tool again. Hide the top, get that tool, select the wheel. No, not select the wheel. Select the back of the vehicle. The vehicle. Then go and hit delete. There you go. And it's, the wheel size is suspect, but it does fix that issue. And then you've got the wheel kind of fixed. And there, it looks like I let the wheel also, you can see a little piece of the wheel in front of this other one. So you could add a layer mask and say, no, that's not supposed to be there. There you go. Oh, I went too far. Hold on. Just right there. I'm going to make my brush a little smaller. There we go. Yeah, my brush size isn't, but it's such a nice picture. You don't want to be looking at the wheel and going, that looks really, and it's probably what it is in real life. All right, I'm getting all kinds of things that Dobson's putting up GIFs that say I need a break. Are we over yet? We're not over. All right, we're going to take a short break. We're going to look at some more images when we come back, so stick around. We're live here on the grid on a Kuna-less Thursday. A sad, sad Thursday.
Hi, this is Hilmar Smith. Light doesn't have to be boring, and light doesn't have to be soft. I'm gonna teach you how to introduce hard light and hard shadows into your photography stories. I'm gonna teach you how you can introduce color, how you can play and make really the best out of your set with all of my favorite tricks and with all of my favorite gear. So if you really want to level up your lighting, come and join me in my newest class at KelbyOne.com.
Hey guys, Frank Dorhoff here. Welcome in our studio in the Netherlands and welcome to a new class on KelbyOne. Do you ever wonder, like, how can we get more creative with our photography? Are you a little bit afraid when you look at those websites and you can see all those props and they are pretty expensive and you don't know what to buy? Why not start with the stuff that you already have? Why not get some, let's say, emergency blankets, or maybe get a torch? If the light is too bright or too large, use a little bit of piece of cardboard. You will find out that in this class, you will look at your photography equipment in a totally different way. There are no more excuses. I don't have expensive gear, I don't have expensive backdrops. After this class, you will make the best of even an emergency blanket. Join me on this new class on KelbyOne to create great images with cheap materials that you can find in and around your house. And you probably already have a load of them that I'm going to show you in this class. See you online.
Hello, my name is John Dukes, and I want to invite you to watch my KelbyOne class, Blue Hour Mastery, how to create dynamic cityscape photography. You're going to create photos that are going to impress everyone you show. People are going to get that wow effect. We're going to learn how to scout the location, what blue hour is, all the different levels of twilight that you could shoot your photo in, camera settings. We're going to talk about gear. We're going to talk about how to take that photo from being a snapshot to a gorgeous cityscape image that you're going to want to hang up on your wall. So come join me at KelbyOne.com. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Think about the photos that mean the most to you. They're the ones of the people you care about. Let's make those photos come alive. Join world-class instructors who will walk you through exactly what they do on real shoots. Whether you shoot families, fashion, travel, or street photography, this online conference will make your photos better. Stop guessing and start creating portraits that make people say, wow.
Hey, I am back with you live. So we're trying to figure out how you can see Dobson's the GIF he posted. Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe he just gave it to me. Give me 1 second. See if I can open it in something. There's Dobson. All right, hold on. Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't make a sound. We'll open it with preview. Will that work? Does it play as a video? Oh, stupid thing. Hang on. Don't move, don't breathe, don't make a sound. I got to figure out a way to show this. All right, here we go. This is the whole video. Oh my gosh. That's Dobson in all of his Dobsonness. And is Kathy Porepsky in there anywhere?
That's Serge in the background with DJ.
Oh, there's Serge DJing in the background. So this is for a keynote movie we did for Photoshop World.
That's Larry background talking.
And yeah, so Dobson was right in the mix there. You know what it is? I can't believe we took the time to put that together. Okay, moving right along. Let's take a look at some images. Oh, I love this. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. This looks like absolutely looks like a scene from a movie. I like the cleanliness of it. I like the security camera over here. I love the colors. I love that they're kissing. I love the whole thing. I'm in love with love. No, this is absolutely fantastic. This is really good. This is going to sound crazy, but I think you need to clean it up a little bit. There's so much going on. So this one had a lot of simplicity, and I think that the colors and everything were great. The colors work here. I love the Save on Meat sign and all that, and the two guys. But I think the other one doesn't have dirt all over the ground and garbage everywhere, and this one has a lot of garbage. I want to see the guy. I think I would go and get rid of a lot of this little stuff that's all over the place. I wouldn't get rid of every bit of it, but I'd sure get rid of a lot of it. It's just, I think it's getting a little bit in the way of your message. It's a terrific shot, so don't get me wrong. This one's 10 out of 10. This one's an 8 out of 10. You can move it up to a 9 really easily. This one's not bad, and your post-processing is very nice. I don't think it's in it, the way you compose the other two shots gives you some, like, there's a story here, there's a story here, and this is someone walking down an alley. There's no story. So I would go more with what you were capturing here. These are so great. I mean, this one, and Kuna just wrote in the chat, he said, love these in all caps. Yeah, these are fantastic. So super digging these, and way to go. Even the third one, I'm trying to give a helpful critique, but it's really good. It's just I don't think it's as strong as the first two. But, still good stuff. Goodness gracious. Real quick, let's just take a look. We're about out of time, but let's take a look at a few. Here we go. Oh, that's nice. Nice, sharp, crisp, and good separation from the background. Same thing here. Oh, that's very nice. Wow, these are beautiful. Gorgeous. No edits, no changes, no nothing. Great job. All right, let's continue on. Here we go. Okay, 3 shots with no subject whatsoever. I know what you're doing. These are beautiful wildflowers, and these are not beautiful shots of wildflowers. These are just kind of, there's no subject. Am I supposed to look? When I look at this, I'm looking at these trees here. Is that what you intended me to look at? Because that's where my eye's going. You need to get down lower and you need to have some subject. It's like, I know it was beautiful standing there, but it's not beautiful looking at them. So I would change your shooting angle just to start with, but having a subject is key. Oh, look at these. Beautiful. That's St. John the Divine, I think, in New York City. I love the low angle, beautifully done. Persian Cafe at Grand Central Terminal, right outside the terminal, beautiful. Wow, those are nice, gorgeous. That was easy. Wow, No changes, no edits. Good post-processing on those, by the way. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, now that's very nice. Wow. That's a showstopper right there. Wow, that is really, really good. Really good. Gorgeous. Look at the different colors in the tail feathers. That's really, man, that is as gorgeous as a hummingbird as you're going to see. That's very nicely done. These are all very, I'm not crazy about the first one just because there's, I think there's probably a stronger picture in there if you crop it a little tighter. I think if you kind of went in here-ish. What is with this? Why won't it let me crop from that corner? I would crop in kind of like this. A little like that. And I think that would make a stronger photo. And also, while you're there, pull back the highlights a little so it's not so bright on the bird. I think, but I like the reflection stuff, but overall, they're all very nice. Come on. How do you open it in Camera Raw so fast? What's the shortcut? The shortcut is Command R. So Command R. Now that's only if you're in the bridge. I'm in the bridge, which I just use because it's quicker for the grid, but I would be doing all of this in Lightroom, in which case I would press the letter D. But it's Command R on a Mac or Control R in Windows. So that's it. And I'll just show you that. We'll do it actually here in 1 sec. Oh, we've already seen those. Those we're not going to see. That's got a spider. Forget that. Those are okay. I'm just looking through real quick. All right, so here's the images. And if I wanted to edit one, I press Command R, and it immediately opens in Camera Raw. R for Raw. This would have been okay. It's a nice shot if you hadn't cut off the edges of the bird. But is that unfixable? No, it is not. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get the crop tool. We're going to choose Generative Expand. And we're going to go up in this corner right here. And we hit Return or Enter. We wait approximately 12 excruciating seconds. Oh, come on. It did not. Oh, it's right on the edge. Why is it putting it like there's... I was trying to create some space here, and it did not do that. Oh, I guess it did. So now I need to do it maybe one more time. Maybe I need to go to the crop again and go out a little further and then hit Generative Expand. Yeah, let's just see. Because it did add more feathers and it matched the other side. It did a really good job, but it's still too close to the edge. It's a nice shot, though. Let's see if this fixes it or is it extended. There you go. That's what I was looking for right there. That's nice. I would make that change right there. Okay. Oh, Dobson's fault. I hate to see that on screen. Let's reverse it out. Hang on. There we go. All right. Then there was this picture. It's a Milky Way shot, but I would say since the sun is going down, look in the left corner. The sun is going down, but yet the Milky Way is visible like it's 2 in the morning. So this is obviously a composite of 2 shots. And what I would say is, you need to wait a little later for that bottom shot. I'll leave it to Mr. K in the comments to take it from there, but that seems like a concept gone wrong. I mean, right idea, wrong base picture. Now, Mr. Kuna could jump in there and say, Scott, no, that's perfectly fine, but I'm thinking he's not going to say that. I'm not certain. And then the last shot is your dog, and that's a nice dog. So, good dog. That's a good dog. That looks like a nice dog. I don't know what's going on with this one. Erik Kuna says, it has no subject. I think that's a wildfire too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it has no subject. But no comment on the fact that it's daylight on the bottom and all right, we'll move on. We're already over 4 minutes, but 4 minutes is not enough minutes to be over by. Hang on a second. I'm trying to find one to look at. Oh, this is interesting. They're just nice. That's a clownfish. Hey. Hey. Ooh, I like that. I heard even Dobson gave an ooh. So Dobson is an underwater photographer. I love the scale of seeing the diver with it. That's good. I like that a lot. Dobson, any thoughts?
Win.
What'd you say?
That's a gorgeous shot.
He said it's a gorgeous shot. It's a win. So, and Dobson knows, man, that's just his thing. That's his, like Kuna's got his thing, Dobson's got his thing. All right. These are 3 kind of okay shots. It's kind of nice. That's nice. All I would say to this photographer is, I think you're putting so much emphasis on the clouds that your subjects aren't real happening. Like your subject, am I looking at the tree on the left, the tree on the right? I'm following the road. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Dead tree, and not a beautiful dead tree. But I think you're look at those clouds. Yep, nice clouds. Nice clouds. Nice clouds. This is my favorite of the 3 by far. But I think stronger subjects will help strengthen your shots. But your photography, I think, is pretty good. Let's take a look here. What you're experiencing is a bad vignette, like a very obvious circle of light there. That looks pretty bad. This is kind of nice, and that's a kid. All right. I mean, it just looks like a snapshot of a kid. Like, oh, that's my kid. Okay, nice looking kid. Uh-oh. It's time for, what's the telescope called? I mean, Seestar time. Seestar time. This is something that as Erik Kuna has cursed people with, which is shooting nebulas and stuff that rhymes with nebula. I don't know. They look cool to me. I especially like that one. I like this one. That's my favorite. Just because aesthetically it's pretty, but I don't know. See, I don't know what makes a technically good nebula shot. So maybe Mr. Kuna will pop in there and say something. We'll call this 1, 2, and 3. So you could maybe drop in there and just go, hey, number 1 blank, number 2 blank, number 3 blank. We'll see how fast Kuna can type. He's very fast at typing. Lightning speed. They invented the lightning cable for him. Andres says, these blind critique shows are really good. If you ask me, learning a ton from it. He says the first 2 are decent. This is that one and this one. The last one has a focus issue. So, and Erik says that's a galaxy, not a nebula. So it's a galaxy. It's a Ford Galaxy. So there you go. All right. Thank you, Mr. K. All right, and then we'll maybe get one more. So let me see what's what. Hang tight. Yeah, we had so many submissions. It was I'm just gonna look at this. This is nice. I like number 1 and number 3 because the cardinal really stands out. That's a cardinal, right? Really stands out. Amongst everything, and the other one kind of looking away. It's kind of messy, so I like the rest. All right, we're about. All right, we're doing one more. One more. Let me find one. Hang on. Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't make a sound. Oh, underwater shots. Here we go. Some eels. Moray eels. Somebody zipping around like James Bond underwater. Shark, swallow you whole. I would call this one shark with lots of, is it noise? I don't know. That's shark. I don't know. What do you think, Dobson?
I love the wide and close.
He likes the wide and close.
We do different styles of water for different.
Yep. That's a cool shot, I think.
With the sun flare. Like the more rays.
He likes the Morays.
It's hard to get them with the mouth closed.
He said it's hard to get them with their mouth closed.
If we're with the mouth open.
So James says, will the conference on photographing people help with the nice kid snapshot? Yeah, the whole idea is to not be taking snapshots. If you just hold your phone up and there's your kid and you take a picture, I mean, that's how it's going to come out. So that looks like your kid. But we've got an unbelievable instructor for the kid stuff. Tracy Sweeney is one of the instructors, and her family stuff, you'll never take pictures of your family, your kids again the same way. She's that good. And she's a wonderful teacher and a wonderful person. So you're going to learn from Tracy, and your pictures will never look the same, James. All right. We've got to go. We have done so much. So very much. Oh, also, the People Photography Conference. Last week, we had over 100 people sign up. We'll have hundreds and hundreds. You got to be one of them. Because it's not a set up lights in the studio kind of day. It's all this other stuff. So that's so if you're thinking, oh, it's for portrait photographers. No, it's for people who take pictures of people. Now, we have Peter Hurley in there. He's going to be doing headshots. Dixie does fashion on location. And I've got classes, like Joe McNally's got classes. An incredible lineup of photographers all over the place. Vanessa Joy, oh my gosh, she's so good. Ibarianex, shooting people on the street. Frank Dorhoff. I mean, look at Hilmar. And I love Hilmar's headshot. Every time I see it, I'm like, that's like a Peter Hurley quality headshot right there. Anyway, and so is our Iberianex's. I love Joe Iberianex's. He's got a great headshot there. Where'd he go? Right there, bottom right corner. That's a terrific shot. It's just such a genuine smile. I think that really looks good. All right, so that's what's coming up, and it's coming up in just a few weeks. So sign up now while it's inexpensive. The whole thing is archived for an entire year. So if you missed any classes or you want to rewatch any classes, you can stream them on demand for an entire year. And, well, there you go. It's going to be great, and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to be like, oh, I should have gone. Yeah, you should go. All right, we got some prizes to give out. The Platypod Grip, congratulations to Matthew Schetz. You've won the Platypod Grip. The iPhone Photography Book, brand new, goes to Valerie Wagner. Valerie, there you go. The Night Photography Book goes to Lou Zapata. And the On1 No Noise AI goes to Steve Chesnick. So congratulations, guys. We already have all your information in the new form. So we'll be shipping your stuff out to you. Congratulations to everybody. Also, thank you to everybody who turned in images for critique. It is not easy to ask anyone to do a public critique of your work, even though your name isn't mentioned. It's still, it takes some guts. It also shows that you want to get better. It shows that I submitted these for critique because I want to see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, and I hope that today's session helped you. Thanks to Mr. Kuna for dropping in the chat. And for everybody else, you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you next week for episode 398. No, 798. No, 698. It's 698 next week. I'm reading it off the screen now. Catch you guys then. Take care.
Think about the photos that mean the most to you. They're the ones of the people you care about. Let's make those photos come alive. Join world-class instructors who will walk you through exactly what they do on real shoots. Whether you shoot families, fashion, travel, or street photography, this online conference will make your photos better. Stop guessing and start creating portraits that make people say, wow.